Welcome to the waves of fear and passion. Both fear and passion are high-intensity, large waves. The high intensity from both fear and passion can increase your emotional waves to grand heights, taking you considerably far from your center. However, the difference between the two waves are distinct. Passion has smoothness and clarity in its height, whereas fear has intimidation and a lack of direction. Passion allows you to explore creativity because of its smoothness, whereas fear torments you because of its intimidation. Passion encourages you due to its clarity, whereas fear hinders you due to its lack of direction. The intensity from the waves of passion can only serve you, whereas the intensity from the waves of fear will only destroy you. The journey of paving a path to our inner self and living the experience our soul hopes we embark on can include surfing waves of passion, surfing waves of high intensity that has clarity and a sense of direction. However, the journey can be misguided and lost by the intense, intimidating waves of fear that can only disturb your sense of direction. The best example that I can think of to demonstrate the waves of fear and passion is the story of Cheryl Strayed, which was beautifully captured in the book Wild, which is also a movie starring Reese Witherspoon. The story of Wild shares the journey of Cheryl successfully hiking 1,100 miles or 1,700 kilometers on the Pacific Crest Trail. With no experience of hiking, she takes upon this challenge after coming across a crossroads where she has to pick between living a newer version of herself or continuing to live like her older self. Her older self included self-destructive behavior such as heavily intoxicating herself with drugs or ruining her marriage by being an irresponsible wife. Her newer self would start by taking upon this treacherous hiking journey and spending some time with herself. Through Cheryl's journey, we can see the power of redirecting one's emotion. In Cheryl's case, the fear disrupted the direction her life was headed towards. The fear added intimidation, and that's why she found herself escaping by utilizing drugs. The fear misguided her, and that's why she found herself disrupting her relationship with her husband. Upon taking the 3-month journey on the Pacific Crest Trail, Cheryl found a sense of clarity and documented her journey. Cheryl also gave herself time for introspection and looked within herself. Because Cheryl was surfing waves of passion, she could clearly see that the road ahead needed rebuilding. But her spirit could withstand the trials and tribulations of life, especially now because she had just proved it to herself by successfully hiking a portion of the Pacific Crest Trail. I hope through Cheryl's story you can see the potential and benefits of redirecting your emotional waves that's filled with intensity of fear to ones that's filled with intensity of passion. Want more of Preach with Prak? How about you go ahead and subscribe to our Rise and Shine to Your Purpose newsletter, available only on preachwithprak.com. Here I'll provide you a weekly message to guide you throughout the week and check in with you with a wellness questionnaire. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe to Rise and Shine to Your Purpose newsletter, available only on preachwithprak.com.
Finding our purpose is like finding a root on the ground. Initially, you are unable to tell what that root is meant to do. But when you give it the opportunity to grow, to bloom, when you give it the time, care, and attention, you will see what that root is meant to be all along.